Hey traders, John Howell here, officialjohnhowell.com. In this video I'm going to do a bit of a stock market update, so let's get into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, let's get into this market update. First thing is, let's actually see the this video, or this SP 500 first. We can see we had like a small little update here. We had this big down day here. Then we had this small little inside day through here. So that to me doesn't really tell me anything what's actually happening with the market itself. So if I get my trendline drawing tools, you can see here that, let me actually just do this. Let's bring up say to the 3 month so we can actually get a better view of what's happening here. First thing I do say, guys, is that this big down bar here formed from the low peak here. We had a trough here, and now we've had an inside bar that's actually showing a higher close through there. So the volume wasn't as high as this bar here, and it's sort of an inside bar. So that to me shows indecision. It's not really a directional bar, meaning it's not showing direction. Direction means it's it's open and closing. We're getting, for example, if this was an up bar, you'd want a higher high and a higher low compared to the previous day's bar. We have a higher low, but we have a lower high, so it's an inside bar. There's not really a true strong decision there. So we could actually get this tonight, you know what I mean? Or we could get that over the next couple of days. It's quite possible to actually get that. So, and if I bring my trend lines up here and I actually show you here what I see, and bring this down through to here, as you can see, so somewhere around about there anyway, somewhere around about there, you're actually getting the trend line coming into play. And you can see here how we had the point through up here, and we had it rejected through there, and then and also rejected through there. Now we're getting very, very close to there. So it's very, very indecisive right now. Meaning like the day is indecisive. But the thing is this, guys, is that if we do see a rally to the high side, then if it does break this sort of channel coming down through here, then we have a whole bunch of resistance going through there. Okay, that's on the S&P. Let's have a look at the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones, we can see very similar and the same thing as well too. If I bring my trend line up through there, you can actually see that that's the actual top of the trend line through there as well too. So by looking at that there, guys, but looking at that again, we've had a big down move through here. It's come back up, hit this retracement, came down, and now we had like a little small update, 1.2%. And so you can see here, once again, if I go to the 3 month chart, you can see that once again, this sort of opened there, came up and closed there. And so the one thing I want you to realize here, okay, you can see that there, one, we have this trend line coming down through here, but two, if you have a closer look, and I want you to actually, let's go to the hourly chart through here. I'm going to bring up an hourly chart. This hourly chart might be able to show you what I'm really looking at here and what I'm really seeing. It's really interesting, guys, to see what's actually happening here, because look at this here. Firstly, we can see, can you see how, let me see if can I make that thicker? Let's see if I can make that thicker. The width. Yeah, there we go, cool. All right, so firstly, we can see there's a whole bunch of area of resistance and support gone through there. See that there, through there? But then also you can see how there's been a whole bunch of area of resistance through there and through there as well too. So if the market does break up, we have a whole bunch of area of support and resistance coming into play. So I'm not buying one bit this little update today here. I'm not buying it all. I believe it's a bit of a breathing space. But now if we do break above that and we start to close above this day's high here, which is around the 16,529, then yes, definitely I would see. I would definitely say that, okay, now we're breaking that high there. Now we're likely to see some movement to the high side. You know what I mean? And especially if tonight we got a big up bar like this here, like a really big up bar, then yeah, then we might be able to see another 1 or 2 up bars getting into these areas over here, into these areas of resistance. Makes sense? So looking at the Russell as well too. Russell, we can see that the market had a bit of an update. You can see here that the market was coming down through there, found this level of support, bounced back up, came back down. Very same as the Nasdaq. But once again, guys, we're getting this overall sort of channel in place as well too. Let me actually show you here. If I just draw a little trend line and I draw it from there, and I just, oh, my thing just froze. Oh, there we go. All right, so we do it from there, and I'm just going to draw it down from there to there. You can see how we actually have a small little, probably a small little channel somewhere around about there. Okay, as you can see, right? Probably a small little channel on the downside. So we are definitely rejected here. We definitely found support down here. So we're at this level here. So the Nasdaq, once again, guys, the Nasdaq, if it breaks up there, it's at an area of a major resistance where it struggled last time, and now it's struggling again. So I'm not too supportive of the high side. To me, it's not. I'm not really buying it. But if we do start to break and we have a nice big up bar and we start to really close above this level through here, then as you can see, then we should start to see that through there. Make sense? Nasdaq is we're looking for, Nasdaq. We can see here, same thing. It opened and actually ran down through here and came up and closed higher through there. Now, the same with the Nasdaq, guys. If I actually draw one from the high point through to here, and I draw my little trend line through there, you can actually see that that's where we're at right now. Now, in fact, if I did draw that properly, it's probably going through there somewhere. So it looks like we're right on that right now as we speak. So, but once again, guys, if you look at the overall support and resistance levels, we have resistance level up through there, and we can see we have a whole bunch of area of resistance and support going on through there as well too. So even if it does get an up bar, to me, it's likely to be very, very short-lived because of the way the market is working on, the way the market's going right now. So I would not be buying this up move one bit. Not one bit would I be buying a little up day to see what happens there. So that's just me. We spent, and the thing is, guys, you got to think about this, okay? Let's go to the Dow Jones for a minute. Let's take everything off the screen, and let's squeeze this right up here for a minute. In fact, let's actually bring this up to a weekly chart. Let's bring this onto a weekly chart. The one thing you need to think about, guys, is this: is that you can see by looking at the market, we have just simply gone sideways for 6 months. Okay, this whole year we've just simply gone sideways. All right, let me bring it in a bit more. You can see basically from October last year, December last year. Yeah, so around about December last year, we really started to go sideways, and especially the start of this year, we really started to go sideways. And then what happened is just sideways, and then we broke down through there. Okay, about a 15 something percent move. So now we're getting a rally to the high side. So I am not buying this one bit at all. Not one bit at all am I buying this. I see a lot more downside to come. I see a lot more downside movement to come out of this here. And I could definitely just sit out. So that's all I do say, guys. And that's why I'm saying, looking on the small time frame chart, it's like, yeah, you know what, we are getting a bit of an update through here, but to me, I'm just like, you know what, to me, it's not showing the strength, it's not showing what I really want to see out of the markets, and so therefore it's not there. Now, here's the thing, guys. Obviously, we need to wait to see what happens with this market, okay? I think we're going to get that there, but who knows what I think? Who cares what I think? You know what I mean? If we do get that, then then down we go. So here's two case scenarios here that I see. Firstly, is that we open, and we go straight down through there, and we close down there. If we close below this low through here, then these lows are going to get tested really quickly. That's what's likely to happen. If we open, so that's the first case scenario. Second case scenario is that we open here, okay? We have a bit of a rally to the high side, and we have a nice big up bar, and we close above these highs here. That high is resistance, now likely to be support, and then we're likely to run down, bounce off that the next day, come back up, and at least come back up towards the highs up here somewhere around the 17,200. Okay, so that's my two cases scenarios. And obviously you've got to build a case scenario, you know what I mean? And obviously now we have a little trend line going through there. In fact, if I just do that, if I bring that trend line up through there, and then I can actually see there's actually something going on through there as well too. It's like maybe something like that. Okay, so as you can see, like that as well too. All right, so that's what I do see, guys. Looking on the Dow Jones, that's what I do see. So two cases scenario, what's likely to happen if we do get a close below, and depends what happens first. Do we get a close below this low here? If so, then the lows are likely to get target pretty quickly. If we get a close below this high up here, then the 17,000 area is likely to get hit pretty quickly as well too. Then obviously you take it one day at a time from there. Makes sense. So anyway guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.